you listen to reason?
Okay, and then we have another one that's sort of topic related.
Okay.
That has to do with a question, I guess, or a comment on evolution. So
Okay,
let's
sure.
try
Julie
in Brooklyn, you're on.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, I'm the one on richarddawkins.net known as InYourFaceNewYorker, if anybody's interested.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah, I wanted to point out something. I didn't know my name was that funny. Yes, one thing I want to point out was that I think that, like, not accepting evolution is dangerous, and not because it's evolution, but because it's a scientific claim that has been verified over and over again. I think that creates a world that's safe for rejecting science, and if you reject one scientific claim, why shouldn't you reject another, such as HIV causes AIDS? Well, something like that did happen. If you recall, in the 1980s, there's a kid, Ryan White, who was the poster boy for AIDS, and he was shunned by the community. They shot a bullet through his house. People, like scientists, were coming out and saying, this is how you can get AIDS. You get from this virus called HIV, and it's not transmitted casually. People weren't listening. Meanwhile, I talked to this guy over in Finland, which is a secular country that respects science, and he said there was no AIDS panic in the 80s like there was here. Once HIV was identified, it was taught to kids as young as 6 years old in science textbooks. And other parts of Europe, I've been told the same thing. And also, this also goes for, like, global warming. If you can reject evolution and we need to respect that, why shouldn't we respect somebody rejecting global warming? I think not respecting science is simply dangerous.
Well, yeah, I agree. And I'm sure you know, here in Texas, we have a real issue with our State Board of Education.
Yes.
You know, because they want to rewrite science textbooks to conform to
well, they definitely want to undermine evolution.
Yeah.
In an effort to bolster creationism, even if they're not.
And one of their goals was also, you know, undermining global warming and the science behind it. You know, and you know, it's a general anti-science view. This view of, well, science can't explain everything, therefore anything goes. Yeah. You know.
And I know we can't get too political, but yeah, just to say, take your school board elections seriously.
Yes.
And do your homework and make sure you know when they're coming up, and do your best to get somebody in there that's qualified, not just who's a member of, I don't know, some religious organization or has particular religious views, but maybe, you know, somebody who actually has some background in education and themselves shows a penchant for understanding education and promoting it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I guess that whole AIDS denialism thing. You know, we've got the vaccine denialism thing, and
it's that vaccines is a big conspiracy to try to kill people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, Julie, you might be actually near suicidal if you could see some of the emails we get on our list that demonstrate.
I've seen it all. There was somebody on my Facebook list last week who befriended me because I cracked a joke about wanting to slap the Pope. I didn't crack it to her face, but she just happened to see it. And she defriended me and said, this isn't something I find funny, nor do I take lightly.
Now, she defriended you? She defriended you?
She defriended me because of that.
Did you get, like, a notification or something?
No, when I notice that a friend is missing, I always check to see who it is.
Oh, okay.
I know that sounds really crazy. That's just how I do it.
I was just curious what happens when you defriend somebody on Facebook. But, okay, so you just drop off and they don't know unless...
I figure out who it is.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks very much, Julie. I appreciate your comments, and I think we agree.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.